Into an alleged UFO sighting could help shape the future of Lackawanna County City. WYU's Molly Halpern takes us to the night back in 1970 when eyewitnesses say aliens arrived in Carbondale. It was an ordinary Saturday evening back on November 9th, 1974 at the silt pond behind Russell Park in Carbondale until police received an anonymous phone call that an unidentified flying object seen in the sky had splashed into the pond. After receiving several similar calls, police responded to the scene. Among them, Dominic Andadora, who was a young patrolman at the time. What he saw echoed the calls from the community.
When I got there, I saw a green pond lit up, glittering, looked like probably it was on fire, and it looked like it was glowing.
One patrolman used his .38 caliber to fire 4 shots into the water, but missed the green glow when eyewitnesses say the object moved. The light illuminated for 9 hours.
And the water being very murky, we weren't too sure what it could be or what it couldn't be. And according to the people who allegedly seen this thing fall into the water, anything was possible at that point.
Even the possibility that the object was not of this world. A UFO researcher was called to the scene. These photos from the Sunday Times archive show that by morning, a curious crowd of thousands had been moored there. The Civil Air Patrol and police and firefighters poured in from about a dozen nearby communities.
You couldn't imagine. The place was jammed. We had a college men in. The chief didn't know what to do. We had to work around the clock. It was just chaos, total chaos.
Several attempts to recover the object failed. Finally, 2 days later, a scuba diver pulled a battery-powered railroad lantern from the pond. Police say the lantern's beam made coal droppings in the water appear green. And with that, the case was closed.
It was a lantern. And that lantern was there because we saw it come out. So we know it was a lantern.
But whether that's really what happened depends on who you talk to.
They all saw it broke. The police broke the lantern into the water. All kinds of witnesses to that.
More than 30 years later, there is still no closure for those who dispute the police's lantern theory. Frank Sutherland was at the pond that infamous night back in the 70s. It wasn't what he saw then, but the flying saucer he claims he saw at the same pond in June of this year that makes him believe there is more to the case than what police made public.
It moved to the right where I am now. Then it moved a little more over at a very high rate of speed. Then it just moved back into its original position there. It just seemed to be observing what we were doing here. Then 15 minutes later, we saw another one right behind us here.
Despite Sutherland's extraordinary experience, in 1999, a man came forward admitting he threw a lantern in the pond to scare his sister, and police maintain no veil of secrecy exists. Just a simple explanation.
They said that the FBI came in and told us to be silent. The chief told us to be silent. The council told us, and that wasn't true. Because that's what it was. It was a lantern. It was a fluke.
They have the right to believe what they want, and I have the right to believe, but I know what I've seen and what I've experienced.
So was what happened here the real thing or a hoax? Whatever the truth, it put Carbondale on the map.
As far as I'm concerned, this is bigger than Roswell. This is bigger than Kecksburg. This is the biggest of them all.
UFO experts who have new interest in the case could make Carbondale a tourist mecca for extraterrestrial enthusiasts. Whether that actually happens is another unsolved mystery. In Carbondale, Molly Halpern, WYOU News.
Well, whether you believe it or not,